The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
Taken in at the 3. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw is Wilson. He finds his man, complete. It's Wilson. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Wilson to Wilson there. Zach to Garrett for a jet first down. Their first possession of the game, and they're already going after double coverage.
That's a nice completion that can set the tone for things to come if they're able to keep finding ways to beat what the defense is throwing at them. They look like they're confident that they can get it done.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
The Jets at 9 and 5 now on the year. And they've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Wilson.
On the out route, he completes it to Hall.
Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
I really like the angles that the tacklers came from on that play. They secured inside, took away the cutback. The sideline's there, so you can only go so far outside, and they were able to close in and tackle him for a loss.
Yeah, they used your boy over there, the 12th man. Sammy Sideline, right?
Sammy Sideline. You know something? He tackles pretty well, too.
He's tougher than an airport steak. Now a pass hauled in downfield.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's more.
2nd and 10.
Now Wilson. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown.
Zach Wilson.
A 13-yard touchdown run.
And the Jets put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead.
One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game.
The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground, ETN, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up the touchdown.
Over the middle, it's complete. A gain of 8 there on the play, and that will bring up 3rd and 1. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Lawrence going to get this to ETN. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. This defense for the Jets, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it. To dodge the penalty.
So now it's 3rd and long because remember they also lose a down on the grounding call. They go play action now. Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Now the Jets will call on a field goal unit here. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
So after the made field goal, 10-0 here early as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10.
touchdown now on the year.
And the Jaguars are back within a score.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And listen, these Thursday night games, they're tough on the body. You just played on Sunday, 72 hours later, hey, it's game day again. But I have to think a Thursday night game in September much more preferable than a Thursday nighter in December, no?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. You mentioned how tough it is on the body. How about the mind? You're already tired, fatigued, right? Trying to battle for playoff spots. And here you have the quick turnaround. Now, the flip side is, if you take care of business, win that Thursday nighter, you go into a mini open week. Gives you a few extra days to heal up the body and the mind before you play your next game. Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin.
And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Wilson.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Jags are going to take possession of the football.
Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. On 2nd down and 4. Lawrence. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. 23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Jaguars have taken the lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
From the 31, Wilson. Buying time to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And the Jags grab it. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They caught the ball free in the backfield.
And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward.
And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage.
You think about the strong safety position, and they're the more bulkier guys in the free safety, but that's a great athleticism to hustle in and break up that play.
And one thing about a play like this, if it's slow to develop, it can turn out poorly. And this play was definitely slow in developing, and that was one heck of an effort to sprint over there and get the man down before he could make anything happen.
Lawrence on 3rd down. Finding ETN here, catching it on the out route. And the Jags are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And they'll run with ETN.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Travis Etienne, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year.
And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 21-10 game.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's Wilson.
Open man is Denzel Mims.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
They'll give to Hall. Andre Cisco there on the stop.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Picked by Tarvarius Moore.
And the Jaguars are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. Now ETN to start the drive.
And some room to work. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Off the option, here's ETN.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
From the 31, Lawrence. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. That's caught at the 25. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Running out of the gun with ETN. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. On 1st down, right back to ETN. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Lawrence. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And the Jets are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series. Because drives like that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Trying to improvise. And intercepted. Wilson's 3rd of the game. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this 3rd quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. He's going to let this one go deep. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. But sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money. A give, running right, ETN. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 88 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there's another first down run right there.
And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Now Lawrence to throw. Being chased out left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
On 3rd and goal, Lawrence finds his tight end, Ingram. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Evan Ingram, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership...
He's got a man, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. His throw caught at about the 5. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall, 36 yards. And the Jets are able to cut into that deficit. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
On 1st down, Lawrence. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Lawrence, and he will find Ridley. That's complete. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley.
And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 41-yard line. How about 25 yards on third down? They'll take it. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41.
Etienne up the middle.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes I think cornerbacks can benefit from the fact that quarterbacks might just forget about the idea that it might be near the line of scrimmage. How about the anticipation there, sneaking in and making a big play in the backfield?
On 2nd down, Etienne once more.
And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And that's complete to Etienne out of the backfield. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
Straight ahead, Etienne.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
On play action, Lawrence completes it to Evan Ingram. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. And we'll begin it with a field goal try here. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good.
So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
From just inside the 20, a short kick.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average.
He's got a man complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. He's going to go up top again. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Andre Sisco. And the Jags are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And the last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Etienne once more.
And able to find a little space. He gets us up over the 15 to the 16.
112 yards on the ground for him now as he's gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. And some room to roam now. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
A shotgun snap and a give to ETN. Takes it to about the 37.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41.
Here's a give to ETN.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter. Looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it out, and we've got them now. Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
They'll run with ETN.
And he is going to have the 1st down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. 1 yard is the gain, and the Jags are going to have a 1st down.
On the counter, ETN.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call run fits, everyone was in the right place.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down.
Now Lawrence.
And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over.